How's it going, guys? Reedy here. What a game it was last night. What a game is coming up this weekend. I'm glad we are back to football. European football. We've got 3 points. We got the top of the league, top of the group, as we wanted. Were you happy with the report performance? Was it Rodgers' tactics? Was it the way the players were playing? Let me know. I want to know you all commenting down below. We have got a guest on tonight. We will be speaking to her a bit later on. But for me, I was a Brendan out. I'm still on the verge of Brendan out. One game's not going to change at the moment. Things need to change going forward. Will they coming up to the Watford game? We'll wait and see. Let's get into the video.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, guys, how is everyone doing? Appreciate you coming in again today. First of all, we'll say hi to everyone, but I was going to get another comment in. Hi to Fee. Great, welcome. Need to take that performance into Sunday's game. Exactly, but that's the problem. Will we do that? I think, yes, we played brilliantly yesterday, but it's Europa League. Can you really say it was a good team you're playing against? Legia Warsaw wasn't the best. Probably should have kept a clean sheet. Other than a fluke Campbell, I guess you'd say. But for me, I don't know. Maz, welcome. Here's the first talking point. Rob, hello. Evans plays Sunday, we win. I'm actually glad he didn't play yesterday. I think Marty played brilliantly. Everyone slates me for saying Marty's brilliant, or for me, he's probably one of the players of the season at the moment. For me, anyway, he's doing brilliantly well. He stepped in late on after Evans didn't want to play, or Rodgers didn't want to risk him getting injured. For me, I'd keep him out. If we're playing foot at the back, keep him out. Don't risk him injury. Get him fully fit, fully fit. Then maybe see where you're at. For me, and Marty and Siunchu did well yesterday. There was solidity there. Fullbacks did well. I thought Luke Thomas was good compared to how I thought he'd be before the game. Didn't think he'd be. I'm not going to share that comment, Rob, but I appreciate it. Facebook user will win on Sunday, so Brendan in. It's not going to change it yet. I think Tom said, who was on here as well, that I'm giving him a few games. Don't give him one. Don't let that game yesterday change your head. That was one game. Yes, players be a bit more passionate, a lot more fight in the game. Sumari, for me, was man of the match. He really bossed midfield and wanted the ball at every 2 seconds, where he just didn't even want to try against Chelsea. It's a hard one for me. I'm not going to say it's in or out yet, because there needs to be some change. We all knew that was going to be the issue. We needed some change in the game. So, I don't know. Neil says Brendan walked out and clapped the supporters at the end of the match. Peace offering. Maybe so. Yes, he was saying he was slating the fans for booing people, booing players and whatnot, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. You can see it either way. I think the fans got back behind the team yesterday. I just don't know if... I don't know if that was part to play yesterday. For me, it was a brilliant performance. We should be going out like that every single game. Do we have the mentality and the fitness to do that every game? Because I felt like we had to put a lot into the pressing side of the game yesterday. And it was good to see, but I just don't know if you could do that consistently. Can't wait to see our Claudio on Sunday should get good reception. Exactly. That's why the title is the Ranieri returns. We struggle with teams that don't play. Let us play. Watford will try and do that. Will they? I think they're more a counter-attacking side than they are defensive side. For us, it's like a Norwich for me. It's a must-win again on Sunday. Yes, it's Ranieri coming back to the King Power, but I don't know I don't think we need to take that into consideration. We need to just go out and win the game, to be honest. Pauline, welcome. Appreciate you coming in again. I'll see you Southampton on Wednesday next week. Hopefully you're going. Grace says Amati has been awesome. Exactly for me, player of the season so far. Coming into the team when Fafana's been injured, Johnny Evans has got injured. For me, he's just doing it. He's outrageous. And that he's there. Marlo's there saying as well. He's one of our best players. Exactly. Warsaw 17th. Not let's get it to so exactly. There's another point on the other side from that to me. They're not that good of a team since beating us last time in the Europa League. We should be beating them hands down, even the half team we had yesterday. Evans will be out for a few weeks. More screams a few weeks out. Maybe. I'm not going to complain. I said it before the game in the stream we did, the pre-match stream we did for the game yesterday. I said Evans gets dropped if we play 4 at the back. Yes, he did start, but he got replaced, and I'm glad it was a different style with who's there. Reedy, who would you want to replace Rodgers if you want him out? I'm not too sure yet. Like I say, I'm not going to look at that now because the way we played yesterday, it did change how we played, the progression, the fight, the passion in that team was a lot better. Kelly says, can't wait to see how Claudio on Sunday gets good reception. Exactly. Someone else has just said as well. Perfect. Fine. LCFC Grace says, let's see the NC is still there. Hopefully, I just hope it is because that is the main reason I think we won yesterday. Madison, for me, was a good aggressive, getting the ball back every time. Yes, he got knocked got down a few, but that just shows how many attacks he had. And then Neil says the Ranieri song will come out. I think it could do that. Yeah, I think we will. No doubt about that. That song's going to come out, but yeah, it's all about getting that performance in again. Not through it, maybe every game, because I don't know if we've got the consistency for that. But that is one thing we need to keep in the game to even challenge for top 4, I guess. Still, keep getting your comments in. I appreciate you coming in. Gray does say Evans has been sluggish. For me, he has as well. I don't know if me and you agree, Gray, but for me, Evans just, I think, slows the team down too much. Whereas yesterday, with Sunchu and Amati, it looked a lot more faster paced at the back. There was no more passing sideways anymore. It was really good to see. Kevin says Vardy or Dhaka on Sunday. For me, I'd maybe keep Dhaka in. He's scoring goals when he's in. Why not? And then maybe bring Vardy on as a super sub in the 60th, 70th minute. Why not? James says, good evening. Would agree. Daniel has been incredible this season. Best player for me again. John Squires, hi mate. Appreciate you coming in. It says drop Casper. Kicking wise, probably yes. Saving wise, no. He did well to block the penalty, but yeah, he did parry it back out after he saved it, which was not probably the best. He probably should have kept it with him. Ethan says, honestly, wouldn't mind seeing Dhaka starting in some league games. I want him to, because like I say, he should have came on against Chelsea at least to try and force something into the game, but he didn't. He brought Dewsbury Hall and Madison on, I think. I'm not too sure, to be honest. You know what I find funny is players and managers are more focused on European football than the league, but that's my opinion. We are playing way better in Europa League matches than the Prem. That is a direct comment to whoever's coming on now. And they want to talk about that as well, because they're saying that we play a lot better in Europa League than we do Premier League. So we'll bring her in now if she's ready. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Just pausing my FIFA game. Hold on. There we go. Sorry.
So yeah, the comment from Ben to get started. You did say this before the stream went live.
Yeah, I did.
Europa League.
I agree. I think, I don't know why. Maybe because we're starting Dhaka a lot more. Dhaka seems to just bomb. I don't know what it is. Dhaka's just the favourite at the moment. It's taking over Euro, which is quite worrying.
For me, he just seems to finish everything he gets. Like,
Yeah,
he got 4 against Spartak, 4 chances against Spartak, and he got all 4 in. He does 1 turn against Legia Warsaw, and he just finishes it without even trying to think about it. For me, he's as clinical as Vardy is at the moment, and I'd probably keep him in there. With Vardy or without Vardy, John Squires does say with Vardy as well up top, but I don't know if that would do any good because they're both the same sort of player.
For the moment, Dhaka's still settling in. He seems to work on his own a lot better. I don't know whether because he ain't got the partnership yet or what, but there seems to be, when he's on his own, he's doing all his quick turns, he's putting the goals in, and he's getting in the box and getting into the box and putting goals in, and he's doing this, he's doing that, his footwork. He seems to work on his own. So maybe that's what Brendan needs to look at as well, maybe seeing what partnerships they've got in training, when they're training together, and maybe try 2 up front, we don't know. But he just seems, it's always been Vardy and Nacho for me. So
that's when
Dhaka, it's a bit of a change. So
maybe so, but I just feel like they're both the same sort of player. So if one of them goes on more attacking side, the other one's gonna have to kind of sit back, and that's where Kelechi normally is probably a better role because he sits back a lot more. What else was saying? Gray saying Evans is a planter fetishes. When athletes get painful, so may affect his performances. I think he's had that for a while, to be honest, and he's never got that. He's never got back from that, and he likes to play through him. He likes to play through him, but for me, it's just not worth the risk. Like Brendan Rodgers said, it's glad that he dropped him and put Amati in because he really probably shouldn't have put him in, and I'm glad he didn't. Because, like I say, if he got injured, there's another defender out that we really didn't want. What we're saying here again, even says Dhaka got the assist against Brentford as well. Exactly, didn't want to finish it himself, so he passed it to Madison. Neil says European teams are not as strong as Premier League teams. Exactly. And that's what I mean. You cannot rely on performance yesterday to sway your position on if you were Brendan Rodgers out or in at the moment, because
you've got to think as well, we've I know some of the lads are new this year, but for example, we're having Johnny Evans and we're having Kelechi's been with us a while now, and indeed he's been with us a long while, and Jamie, they know how these players play in the Premier League, such as clubs like Man City, Liverpool, Man U, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, whoever you want to say. But Dhaka and that are all new to this in the Premier League. So them doing European football, they've played against teams that have, been like when you come from the Bundesliga and things like that. So they know roughly how they all work. But to put them in the Premier League, it's a whole different situation. It's 2 different leagues with 2 different completely different teams. So that's what we've got to look at a little bit.
Sonderak says here, Legia are 17th out of 18th, I believe, poor in comparison. Exactly. And that's why it's not swaying my decision on if it's Rodgers in or out. Because for me, yes, we played well, but it was like the United game. Was it because United were really poor? Or was because we were really good in the game? Yes, the fight and passion was there for me yesterday, but was it just easy enough to do that because they were quite poor against us? I think Ethan agrees with me saying he's still in the middle with the decision on that. Liam does say Nacho and Vardy in for Sunday and then play Dhaka against Southampton. It's going to be something like that. It's either going to be one or the other. You play Nacho and Vardy in the Southampton game and play Dhaka on Sunday, or you do the other way around. Or because there's going to be some sort of change for that Wednesday game. Going into that, maybe a Madison in for Watford, because someone says here, even again says Madison plays well against Watford at home. Last 2 seasons, he's had a goal in both games. I'd probably play him on Sunday and then maybe put Dewsbury Hall in that sort of position for Wednesday's game, maybe. But bringing it on to just end off on the Warsaw game, who was your man of the match then for the Warsaw game?
Surprisingly, Madison.
I've heard there's a lot of things about that. I just...
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Towards it, I thought, Madison, what's going on with you, mate? Come on, you're better than this. And he really did do me head in for a few games because he seemed so lost and so... Because do you know what frustrated me is the potential he had to be a good player. And it really, really got on my nerves because I knew how much potential he's got to put them balls in to get out of them situations on his own, like Sumore does. Sumore's one of the tallest midfielders ever. He can get out of situations like anything. But Madison really obviously let everything down last season. He really just went floppy. He just didn't. After that, when he had that little COVID party, we'll call it, he lost it. Then he come back, got all his confidence back, and he's just done nothing but brilliant the past few games. So Maddison for me.
Yeah, I would. People say Madison as well. Most people say Madison. Here's a controversial one. I did say he was having a good game. Yeah, he wasn't. He had a lot of missed touches, but for me, off the ball and the creativity he tried to make was a lot better than what we needed, because he did their little flick-ons for people at the front and just little bits that he could have. Maybe if he went through, he would have done well. So for me, he did play well. I think he did need to come off because he just wasn't doing anything for us, but the creativity was there for him. Luke says Barnes was his man of the match. Their defenders, yeah. Was it left back? Their left back just couldn't even deal with him, could they?
Do you know what made me laugh? I seen their team now. They have 5 in the back, and I think they had about 4 or 5 in the middle.
It was like a pool table. It was like that.
Yeah.
1 up front, 4 in the field, and 5 at the back.
And
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we got through them with that sort of lineup
they
they
were
had.
a little bit all over the place, but do you know what? The partnership at the moment has got to be Lookman and Maddison, has it not?
What's
they
that?
work so well together.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh my God! It's like I watched their interview after the game and with Patson and Maddison, and he said Lookman's whereabouts is incredible because he didn't even know I was there. He just sloppy passed it and it got out, swerved, went in the back of the top corner. So it was incredible.
Sondermax does say how shit wish we be. We scored a set piece. Yeah, they must be mean they're pretty shit, don't they? Sondermax. I'm surprised we didn't see them from a set piece actually, which is a surprising one. Aaron says why we're not playing Dhaka in more Premier League games. For me, he should be. I think they are trying to just settle him a bit more, maybe use him a bit more of a super sub, and then slowly bring him into the more quieter games instead of the bigger games.
Yeah, that's really is it. I completely disagree with that.
What?
Like not playing Dhaka. Why are you putting him on? Well, every game's a big game, so every game is a small game. Like Man U, he scored a goal. Brentford got an assist.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
They were the 2 big teams that we wanted to beat. Brentford were on form for ages and they just went off.
Yeah, I guess.
So.
Ethan says here, Luke Thomas played well for me before the game when I saw him in the lineup. Don't get me wrong, he's a young player. I don't think he's got the quality in there to stay in the side consistently.
I've said, do you think maybe he needs a bit of a short-term loan?
Maybe like a Barnes did, yeah. Maybe. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. Like I said, he played well yesterday. But when he comes up against someone of a higher standard, maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he struggles. Maybe he struggles a bit more, yeah. But I guess he did well yesterday. Dennis says, why aren't we playing like that in the league? Exactly. That's me. We need to play like that in the league for me to change my mind on Rodgers at the moment because there's no change. There needed to be a change, and I slowly saw it yesterday. I just hope it continues like that. Still not sure on the Lookman personally.
What? Me and him are going to fall out. I love him.
It's a hard one. Yes, I love how creativity. That's why I like Perez. Perez for me is very creative on the ball. Yes, he has a bad touch at times, like Lookman does, but the creativity they've got is helpful in the side for me, and that's why I'd probably start him over an Albrighton at this stage. Yes, I'm a fan of Albrighton as well, but for me the creativity is more there in a Lookman. Dorquo says Perez is sharp. Dhaka only scored 1 goal. I'm open for a double Dhaka. I'm guessing that's Sunday. Oh, is that tomorrow? Was that yesterday or coming on Sunday?
Oh, I'm guessing it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, Perez is sharp. Yeah, he was sharp. Yeah. I was wondering if you're on about coming up to Sunday's game. Even says next year's, hopefully we'll see the return of James Justin for Farn and bringing the big 2 backs in January to strengthen a bit to push on. Yeah, but then again, I said that in the pre-match before the game at the Pizza place that for me, if you do play for Farn, then you'd go to a 3 at the back, and then it means that probably Amati does get dropped maybe. But for me, it might be the end of Evans for me. I don't know why.
Do you know what? I had an argument with my fellow about this the other day. He said, no, he's still got a couple of seats. Nah, I think
he's losing it a bit.
Now. I think it's time to say you need to drop out a bit and give up.
Because he's getting all these injuries. Yes, he's playing through them, but a little knock on the leg, you could be taken out. It's like I think it was the FA Cup game. He was playing the game. Within 20 minutes, he got a knock and he got taken off.
It was in warm-up. They had to replace him.
For me, yeah, people are saying yes, he's the leader on the pitch. Yesterday, I think when he got taken out and put a Marty in, it was a different game.
Yeah.
There was no passing around the back much. When it was, people didn't really boo at it because we knew it was going to be attackive.
I'm going to give Kasper Schmeichel a clap for kicking the ball out. Finally.
Where? Oh, so yes. Yeah. I think it was the Lookman run. We had one. He booted it the first time and it made an attack. No shock there. We actually boot the ball up and we actually get a chance from it.
You know, I'll give him a Blue Peter badge for that.
Something new, creative.
Yeah.
James says, I hope Lookman signs permanently. Is big creative on the wing. It's probably the closest thing we'll have to a Mahrez, maybe.
Oh no, he's better than Mahrez. Come on, Mardy Mahrez.
I guess.
He's been at Man City, but if it weren't for us, he won't be that good. So.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, we'll go on to the team news for Sunday. Then you've said Maddison's in the team. You said Vardy's in the team, or would you put Dhaka in there?
Dhaka.
Yeah, and then
I think we need to start bringing Vardy on super sub.
Yeah, I think his pace when he needs using it is a lot better than when he's trying to use it all game and he's kind of just taking it out of it.
You know what annoyed me is who did we play last week in the league? Remind me.
Chelsea, we got battered.
That's the one. I love how you put battered at the end. Like I need to be reminded what happened. Thanks, Reedy.
No worries.
But no, you know, Vardy was signalling to Brendan, get me off. My leg's hurting. Didn't swap him. He could have swapped him for Dhaka, and you never know. We could have got 2 goals in. We still could have scored. And if he's asking to come off, there's something wrong. So that's why I think we should play Dhaka and bring Vardy on the super sub because he seems to be straining a lot of legs lately.
Yeah. So for me, Dhaka's shown in Europa League. Why not give him a chance in the Premier League against a side that are going to be counter-attackive? Dhaka's always going to be on their defence. They're not the best defence they've got, but
what's going to be interesting as well is because Ranieri knows our team quite well. Put Dhaka up front, that team ain't going to know him. No, they're going to have to suss him out. They know Varda. Ranieri's worked with Varda. That's why I think we should change it a bit. You know,
I think we should change it a bit. Would you stick with the same 4 at the back like we did yesterday? I would as well. Ethan says Kasper, Castañas, Sunchu, Marty, Ricardo if fit. Don't think he'll be a fit yet. And Didi, Sumari, Madison, Barnes, Dhaka, Lookman. So they're pretty much the same team, except same team from last night, other than Ricardo. I think it is. Yeah, it is. I'd keep it like that.
Hamstring injury. He's going to be out till after December.
Yeah. So for me, you'd keep it the same as last night, maybe, other than maybe Castagna or I don't know who, but it is down to what preference of what Brendan Rodgers thinks would be good for that. But for me, 4 at the back, yes, it was a lot better than a 5 at the back. We would have looked a lot like you've lost 7 games in a row or 8 now. And if we played a 5 at the back against that, it was just trying to take the piss out of them then.
Yeah, it would.
So we had to be more aggressive to him against, I guess, for me.
What formation did we play against Man U?
Man U was
it 2 up front?
No. I think it was
same as last night.
I think so. I can't remember, but we obviously Dhaka came on. I think Barnes started. And he got replaced.
He got brought on, didn't he?
Oh, I can't remember, but yeah, I don't think we started Dhaka. We didn't. I don't think start Dhaka. We didn't start Maddison. I don't think so.
No, yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's just about getting the same performance as we did yesterday. And then finally, results. And are you happy we can see Ranieri come back again?
Do I have to comment on that? I mean, yeah, all well and good, but not gonna lie, I'm quite worried. I'm
scared.
I'm worried.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, it's good that he's coming back, but I've said it's not about that. It's about the result. If we can batter them on Sunday, I couldn't care less. If they lose 5-0, sorry Ranieri, yes, you've done well for us, but the points are more important for us now.
They can hammer Ronaldo. They're gonna hammer Dhaka or Varda. They're not bothered. They're just gonna go on the counter, and that's it. The goals are going in. But lately, Premier League, Europa League, perfect. Premier League. No.
I wouldn't say perfect in Europa League, but we're close
it
to
was
that.
a lot better.
Oh yeah. Dorco says, I hope the fans give Canada a round of dilly dong. Show appreciation. I'd do it, but again, it's just show appreciation, Jamie. He will clap. I think he'll clap around the stadium, and that's it. He'll want to win. So why can't we should be wanting to win?
Yeah, exactly.
So if he wants Watford to win, we want our team to win, even if it is against him. Sonderak says we will sing his chant more than Rodgers. We barely sing a Rodgers chant though. That's the problem. When we do, he doesn't really.
Last night.
He doesn't even wave us. That's the problem.
I know.
So I'm not too sure. Ben Morgan says, "Hey up, my duck, long time." I'm guessing you know him, or
I ain't got a clue.
I don't even.
I'm more better with faces than names.
Yeah, I guess so. And then score prediction then, Paris. What are you saying?
What, for Watford?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a draw. I think it's me 1-1. But they're gonna score first, we're gonna score second.
Okay, 1-1, and then goal scorer.
Oh, do I be optimistic again? I did say Sumari. Well, that went out the window last time. Oh, I'm gonna go for Madison.
Madison, yeah, I did have a bet on last night. I did put Dhaka and Madison to score, but I got the wrong yellow card, so I didn't get it.
I was not expecting Luke Thomas to get carded. I was more thinking it would be like a Sumari because he tends to get carded.
Well, the amount of challenges we made in yesterday that wasn't allowed.
The referee was good yesterday. He were all right. Better than Chelsea. Come on, a flick on the ear. They were like, oh, it's a foul.
Yeah, I guess that. James does say I'm going for a 2-1 Leicester win. Gray is going for a 3-1 Leicester win.
Everyone says
I think we'll win tomorrow. That's the problem. Sonderak does say 3-1 Leicester. Dhaka, Madison, and Vardy will possibly king for them. No Saar, so we're lucky. What? I didn't know Saar was not in. That is a big plus for us now. Don't get worried. Don't get worried. Ethan says Watford are inconsistent, which makes me scared. They lose 1-0 at home to Southampton and then beat United 4-1. That is United, by the way.
Yeah, that's us as well.
That's United, mate. That is United. You 4-1 to United. It was an easy game for them. It was an easy game for us. Southampton. You just said Southampton as well. We got them on Wednesday.
Vestergaard's going to score against Southampton. I don't want to hear no one slagging him off no more.
Vestergaard, who doesn't play, yeah?
He's going to play against Southampton. He's going to bring him on. He's going to score one head on. I don't want to hear no crap from anyone's mouth slagging him off anymore.
Sonderak says they have conceded 9 in the last 4 KP games, and the last clean sheet was 2004.
Oh, Lord.
Start giving us good stuff. Ben Cross going for a 3-1 or 4-2. I think we're going to win on Sunday. We've got to go for a win. We've got to show the performance that we did yesterday. I just hope it comes in. Ryan Bertrand will play watch as well. The 9-0ers going into the team.
Brendan did say he wasn't playing him so much because he hasn't still been feeling a little bit unwell. So, but he's been on the bench, which is a bit of an odd one.
James says about Vestergaard saying he's not scoring from the bench. I don't think that'll be possible either.
James, do you know what? I argue with him about this every day. If you don't know, me and James are best friends, and I will argue. And I've actually said to him, we're going to have a bet. I said, do you know if Vestergaard scores by the end of the season? I said, that's it, you're paying for Villa. And he's already paid for Villa, actually, because I think he's a bit worried.
There's a bit of rivalry there then.
Oh, yeah.
Gray, that lanky good player, plays for Napoli when we play them.
I must be the only one out of this Leicester fan base who actually likes him. I know he's a bit dozy.
I like how he passes from the back, from the midfield. The forceful balls he makes through the midfield is good for me.
But you've got to understand as well, when he came, he played 3 good games and he went out on injury and he ain't been the same since. So,
Here's
go
one
on,
for
who's coming at me?
here's one for me. I'm a big Ben Foster fan. I know what he means by that. Ben Foster is coming back to the Cape with his cycling GK channel, and he won't have a GoPro in goal, but he will be in there. I'll hopefully see him. I want to see him because I am a big fan of him. So that's one thing about it. Ethan says 2-2.
Draw as well.
Sonderak says if Yannick scores, I'm getting the Yannick Vestergaard shirt.
Please, I'll get Leicester.
We're getting lucky with opposition injuries, I guess. And that, I think, is where we're going to end it, Paris.
Lovely.
Yeah. For me, I've not said my lineup, but I think it's going to be Dhaka up front. Madison will play, and I think the back four. I think it's going to be about the same team as what it was against Warsaw last night. Yeah. But yeah, that is going to be it. So I appreciate you coming in. Make sure everyone to check all the socials that we've got here below us. Just follow it whatever you can. And then Paris will catch you whenever, yeah? Sunday, and then are you going Southampton?
No, it's a work night. That's too much of a big journey on a work night, you know. I work 12 hours a day, Reader.
Even I work and I have to.
I don't do part-time like you. I'm a full-timer.
Right. We'll catch you next time, yeah. See you in a bit.
See you Sunday.
And then that is literally me. Appreciate you coming in, guys. Naz says 1-0 win with DK goal, I guess. I own 2 defender shirts, need a third. I don't think it'll be a Vestergaard one. Now she's gone. I don't think it will be a Vestergaard one. James, exactly. I'm on your side. He's not gonna be in there. But yeah, make sure you check out all the shows coming up on the screen right now. You've got the famous aftermath show on Sunday morning with the game coming up, the Watford game on the Sunday afternoon 2:00 kickoff, I think. And then you've obviously got the fan show with Phil, and then you've got the whole roll again for the next games into the week. So yeah, appreciate you coming in. That is it for me. Appreciate you coming in, and we'll catch you all on the next stream. See you in a bit, guys.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.